Hey Tubies, this is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to my last video, which is on sea magic. And if you haven't seen that, check that out. That's the video right before this one in the list. You can learn about doing some mojo at the seaside. Anyways, you guys seem to really enjoy them. We're going to do more, videos where I go to special places. So we'll have that coming up now that the weather's getting warmer. Anyways, I want to come here just briefly to talk to you about some world events that are happening. A lot of you have been writing and calling me and saying, Psychic Bob, we're very worried. Can you tell us about the earthquake in Nepal? Well, first of all, let me just say it's not the end of the world. In fact, some of you may recall that last year I did a video where I talked about one of my predictions was a coming earthquake in India. And I did say I felt like there would be some tragedy in India. Well, Nepal borders India, and from what I understand, India also received some of the damage and felt the effects of the quake. So, I'm very sad that, this has happened. For those of you who, are hurt or have lost family or friends or been affected, first of all, my heart goes out to all of you. You have my sympathies, and I think it's safe to say the sympathies of everybody here at Spirit Channel. This is a tragedy, and people say, Bob, why did it happen? How do I make sense of it? Well, what we have to understand is that there are natural things that occur. Everything in the universe is in motion. The Earth's plates are moving. The Earth is spinning. The galaxies are spinning. Everything is in motion. And in a natural world, things like this happen. It doesn't make sense to us, but I can say that it is part of the natural order. And so, this is something that we must all come to understand. And one of the things that I think is so important now is that we remember that we're only here on Earth for a little while. We are really spirits inhabiting these bodies. These bodies are temporary houses. The true spirit will never die. You have lived forever, and you will continue to live even after the body. So we can take solace in the thought of the immortal soul. And I think that we as spiritual people, especially those of you here at my channel who are subscribers, I think you know that the soul is eternal. And so all of those people who crossed over to the spirit world in the earthquake, they are now in a place of beauty and of light and of healing and of peace. And they are all praying for all of us. So we have a lot of friends over there now to help us. One of the things I think is so important right now is that we as spiritual people also take action to help the suffering. I'm donating money through PayPal. PayPal is doing a fundraiser to collect money for the victims of the quake and to help the country. And I encourage all of you to go to paypal.com and make a donation if you can. Or if you have another charity that you donate to and they're raising money, please make a charitable donation. A little, you don't have to give a lot. I know a lot of people are still struggling, but even $5 or $10, if 1 million of us gave, $10, that would be $10 million. I think that would be amazing. And we could do that. So, here at Spirit Channel, we have thousands of us. And if each of us even gave $1, we'd have several thousand we donated as a group. So I invite you, if you can, go to PayPal, make a donation today, and let's pray for the people of Nepal. The other event I want to talk to you about is, as many of you know, I've also got letters. People are concerned. I live in the Washington metro area, and I'm about a half hour away from Baltimore, Maryland. And many of you have been concerned about the riots and the violence. And for those of you who are watching me from the Baltimore area, let me say, first of all, I am actually very sympathetic to the suffering of the people there. I have heard accounts of the brutality that occurs. But that being said, It is not justification for violence. We must act as spiritual people. Our power is not in hurting others. Our power is turning others to the light. And so if you are in the Baltimore area and you feel like going out and joining the riots, please don't. Stay at home, offer your prayers. Not only will you save yourself a lot of pain and suffering, you will also help bring enlightenment. I do believe that police brutality is a crisis in this country. And as I said, I am sympathetic to the sufferings, and I can understand the feelings of frustration and anger that many of you are experiencing. I myself have been a victim of police brutality and am still experiencing it on an ongoing daily basis as a targeted individual. I have dealt with these struggles, though, through spiritual light and spiritual truth. There is more power in the soul than anybody can imagine. And so let us join together, all of us here at Spirit Channel and those of you in Baltimore area and wherever you are where there is violence escalating. Let us look inward to the light and upward to heaven. And let's look to our fellow human as our brother. To hurt the other is not the way of power. It is the way of weakness. And our peace comes from our spiritual resolve to transform our society through peaceful means. I love all of you. I'm praying for all of you in this difficult time. And I hope that you will join here at Spirit Channel with me as we seek to raise the consciousness and make the world maybe just a little more peaceful. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Listen, on Thursday, we're going to have messages from the spirit world, so I won't forget you guys. But in the meantime, go to PayPal. I'll put a link below. Donate some money to the people of Nepal. And let's all pray for peace in Baltimore. Thank you to all of you for being here. I love you all. Blessings. God bless the people of Nepal and the people suffering wherever you are throughout the world. May God bless you and be with you. Thank you.